Free roaming can provide an excellent source of enrichment for gerbils, but if you're not careful, it can be very dangerous. Even the smallest conflicts can lead to fights. After experiencing this problem myself with Luna and Misty, I went through a lot of trial and error to try and improve the situation. Today I'll be going over what worked and what didn't to help you in your mission for a peaceful free roam time. There's also an infographic with a summary of the key points available to download from our website. After I bonded Luna and Misty and gave them some time to settle into their new enclosure, I decided to try and introduce some time in the playpen. Initially, things seemed positive. But then Luna started to get quite angsty. Even though I'd given Moo lots of time in the playpen while bonding to try and add her scent to the area, this didn't seem to be enough for Luna. My initial thought was that maybe everything smelled too much of Luna and not enough of Misty. So, to try and settle things, I removed all of the items, then cleaned the entire area down with a 50-50 white vinegar and water solution to remove all of the old scents. Unfortunately, this didn't work. Next, I tried to add some bedding from their enclosure, thinking that maybe if the area smelled exactly like their home, they'd be more okay with it. Luna said absolutely not. Then I thought back to the bonding process, and how we don't want to increase the space they have too quickly, as this can lead to fights. So I tried giving them a mini free roam in the bath. And it went beautifully. No fights at all. Luna was completely chill. At the time, I used a towel on the floor of the bath to prevent slipping and to absorb their scent. Later on, Luna got her nail stuck and lost it, so I would recommend kitchen roll instead as a safe alternative. After a few successful outings in the bath, I got a new, smaller playpen and used the same towel and box from the bath to transfer their scent over, as well as adding some foraging mix as a distraction. And another successful outing. As they had more successful outings, I added dig boxes and hides and other things one at a time so I could monitor their reactions. They were mostly okay, but still needed distracting occasionally when squabbles would start. Hey, girls. That's it, be nice. Be nice. After I removed the towel with their scent on and replaced it with kitchen roll, things got a bit heated again. But we were able to settle it quickly by adding a new foraging box with some snacks. Over time, I was able to slowly transition them over to the larger playpen and gradually increase the space. Although we were never able to get to the full-size playpen as it caused too many fights. And they were only ever able to have an hour at a time while being fully supervised. There were a lot of tips and tricks I picked up during this experience. The main things I'd recommend for introducing free roam with new pairs are to start slowly. Start with a smaller space, preferably somewhere completely neutral like a new playpen, a bathtub, or an old playpen that's been thoroughly cleaned to remove old scents. Don't give them access to a large area straight away. Some pairs may be okay, but some may not. And it's better to prevent fights from happening in the first place than to try and repair a broken bond later on. Once you're able to regularly get calm and friendly free roam sessions, you can gradually increase the space they have access to a little at a time. If you increase the space and notice a consistent increase in tension, try reducing the space again. Keep the space quite full with things like dig boxes, toys, and hides with multiple exits, or even your own body. Having too much open space can cause them to get more angsty, possibly caused by them feeling less secure in wide open spaces. Make sure to supervise them closely when out for free roaming, especially initially. It's important to always intervene if there's scuffles and not let them escalate. Just like when bonding, allowing too many or severe fights can cause them to have a negative association with each other, which can risk breaking their bond. And there's a risk that once it's broken, it won't be able to be repaired. Prevention is far better than cure. There's also a few things I found that seem to increase the frequency and or severity of fights. The first being when they're in heat or hormonal. This can cause an increase in tension in pairs anyway, but it's especially prevalent with free roam time with sensitive pairs. With Luna and Misty, when I noticed one of them was in heat, I would either skip free roam that day or cut it short when they started to get a bit tense. Another thing I noticed causing an increase in tension was when they didn't get out for free roam for a while. If I skipped free roam for a day or two, the next time they'd come out there'd be a bit more tension and scuffles. The same thing would happen when they first came out that day, possibly caused by overexcitement. That's it, good girls. One for you, and one for you. There we go. So I'd recommend trying to get them out as regularly as you can, even if it's just for 15 minutes. If you do notice there seems to be extra tension, I found that adding a new item like a new dig box or foraging box could help to distract them and break the tension. Basically, you need to turn into a bit of a helicopter parent. Monitor them super closely. If there's any tension brewing, intervene by sticking your hand in, and if there's consistent tension or issues during free roam, don't be afraid to cut it short. It's better to end free roam early than to continue and have scuffles escalate into full-blown fights. Once you've passed the initial stages and have started to get some positive progress with free roaming, it can be useful to have a ramp back to their enclosure so they can go home when they're ready. I have a video showing how to make an adorable ramp that your gerbabies are sure to love. So click on that and I'll see you over there. Thanks for watching.